learners. Welcome to week 2. It's so great to read all of your introductions and your surveys, and I'm really excited for this semester. I know some of you are nervous because technology is not your first go-to, but I promise I'm going to help you along the way. Just a reminder, though, that this is an 8-week course, so we're going to move pretty quickly. If you need additional time, that can happen. But just try not to get so far behind that you're looking at an incomplete, because those are harder to get now. All right, so some info I got from the welcome surveys. A lot of you shared that you like the flexibility of working online. You like to have clear expectations and directions. You like your course to have week-by-week organization. Some concerns that you had based on prior semesters of online learning were unclear directions. So I'm really going to try to be crystal clear in my videos and in what's written online. Not having access to the professor. Again, I really hope that I get back to you as soon as I can. If you don't hear back from me in a day, really, except for the weekends, please email me again, send me another Slack message. And a lot of people express concerns over group work. And I just want to say, yes, I'm going to have you in collaborative scenarios, but just know that your grade is always dependent on what you do, and that you don't need to worry about other people not doing their work. If they don't do it, you leave it blank, you do your work. The collaboration is there to bring people together, not to provide stress. All right, so Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. I'm pretty fast if I catch that Slack message, or I'll go back and I'll look at that Slack message. You can also email me. I check it like 2 to 3, sometimes 4 times a day. So if you don't hear back from me within 24 hours during the week, though, please resend it, because chances are like your message came in at the same time as somebody else's message, and so I missed it. The groups are going to be live, and they are in the left-hand sidebar of Blackboard. You should be in the Slack group that you've been assigned to. I really tried to give everyone their first choice. The only reason you wouldn't have gotten your first choice time would be because of somebody else, or being by yourself, or there being like 8 people in a group. That's not going to work. If things aren't working, if the time isn't working, if your schedule changes, if you're just not working with the people that you're in a group with, do not hesitate to reach out to me. We're moving too fast for anyone to be miserable, so let me know what's going on. So that's where you should see them. They should be on the left, and they should say Slack discussion groups. All right, so for this week, again, the course is structured by the ISTE standards, which are the International Technology Standards. Today we're looking at ISTE standard of empowered learner from the student side, so there are videos to watch. Then there's a learning module on flipped and blended learning, and then you're going to get your first application in to screencast a mini lesson and create a Google form. All right, so here's the first assignment, ISTE Empowered Learner. You're going to watch the videos, write some ideas down, and submit the ideas. You can type those ideas, but you also can write down on a piece of paper while you're working and then take a picture and submit that to Blackboard, both of those. All right, so here we are in Blackboard. If you go to weeks 2 to 4 and then week 2, this first assignment is the ISTE Empowered Learner. So you've got this video to watch, this video to watch, and this video to watch. And I can tell if you watch the videos. The reason I assign these videos is they have actual students in actual classrooms using technology. And so how else are you going to see it, right? You need the videos are the way that we're going to get out there and see that good stuff happening. And then this is where you will type your ideas. Again, you can type them, or you can also write while you're watching the videos and take a picture and submit that picture as well. The second assignment is a flipped and blended learning module. So flipped learning and blended learning are different. And so I've got a series of articles and videos for you to watch. You're going to go through the articles and videos, and then there are actually 4 mini assignments inside the module. So sometimes students skip the module, but they're like, oh, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. That's not actually have any assignments in it. It's just a learning module. But there are actually 4 assignments in that learning module. So make sure that you go through the learning module so that you can do those 4. Here is the flipped and blended learning module, like I said. So there are 11 pages Some of them are diagrams, some of them are videos, some of them are articles, and then built into that are 4 tasks. So make sure that you go through the whole module. The third assignment is to screencast a mini lesson. So screencasting is what I am doing right now, where you are screen recording and you have your picture and you are talking and explaining something. So I have a screencast on Blackboard where I'm explaining how to do a screencast. It's very meta. And this is a screencast. So what I don't want though is someone holding up their phone like this and talking to the phone. That's not a screencast, okay? That's a video. Hey. So my big tip with screencasting a mini lesson is to choose something you know well. It doesn't even have to be content at this point. If you are really into soccer, you could teach about soccer. I've had people teach how to clean things. It doesn't have to actually be related to the class, but it be related to education. It's just something you know well for this first one, okay? And if you go on YouTube and you search 407 screencast, there are hundreds. All right, so this video is a screencast of me showing how to do a screencast and how to make a Google form quiz, which is what you're going to do. So if you prefer video directions instead of printed directions, then watch this video. This folder has different materials on screencasting. So these are different extensions and apps you can use. And then this is an article with screencasting tips. To me, the easiest is to either use Google Meet or Google Zoom and just record yourself like you were holding a Zoom for somebody else. And then you use that recording. So to me, those two are like chef's kiss because you don't have to add any extension, right? If you know how to use Zoom or you know how to use Google Meet, you just set it up. You don't have anybody else there. You share your screen, you record the meeting, and you just teach. So I think those are really easy, but these are also some other things that you can do. Screencastify is really popular. Screencast-O-Matic's really popular. Go Video by Vidyard is also really easy. Then these are the actual directions for the mini lesson. Okay, so it's short mini lesson, 5 to 7 minutes. You should speak to the camera as if you were teaching a class of students. You should be recording your screen, and then you're going to post that video to YouTube. In this folder, there's directions on how to post to YouTube. Check with what you're using. Some of those screencasting apps will have a limit on the free version. So some of them won't let you record more than 5 minutes, so make sure you know that before you sit down. That way, if you can only record 5 minutes, then you only record 5 minutes and you stop. All right, so again, some tips. Record your whole screen, include yourself in the video. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're gonna misspeak, you're gonna say, it's gonna happen. The fire alarm could go off where you are, or sometimes you can hear my washing machine. It's okay. We're just practicing. This is not a professional presentation. It's okay if you have those little things. Don't keep recording it over and over again. And don't be a robot, right? You should talk to the camera like you're talking to a person, which is actually a really difficult skill. The fourth and final task is to create a Google form quiz. So what you're going to do is you've taught this lesson. You're going to come up with 5 different questions, and you're going to make a quiz using a Google application called Form. Watch this video. I show how to create a Google form quiz. And then I also have printed directions here. So you can either use the video or you can use the quiz, and you're going to embed your video into the quiz. A lot of students forget that part, and I don't get the video inside the quiz. But I should be able to go to the quiz, watch the video, and then have the question. All right, so a little info on grades. If you get a 0, it's because I didn't see it. I would never give a student a 0 for work completed. So if you see 0, that's my way of saying, hey, I didn't see this. So if you think that's an error, send me an email, send me a message on Slack. I'm not a robot. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm just a person, okay? But we can always fix those. In the online policies, it mentions about a catastrophe. So the idea of a catastrophe is you're doing a lesson and something happens. Your computer crashes, the internet goes out, the power goes out, something happens and you can't do it. Catastrophe just like wipes it clear, nothing's late, it's okay. So you get at least you get one of those. If you've got a family issue going on, someone's in the hospital, right? Sometimes I'll get an email, someone's in the hospital and I have, of course, if a member of your family is in the hospital, you have extra time, okay? We're humans here. If you have a question on assignment, sometimes I'll give you extra time because you didn't understand a part of the assignment. So just make sure you keep me in the loop so that I can help you. All right, well, thank you, and I hope you have a really great week. I will send an email when all of the grades are updated, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.